Hi everybody, I'm back, and I've been doing some things off camera that I want to share with you just to move this along because I feel like it's already gotten quite long. So let's see, we did the cover on camera. I do believe we did the ribbon, the gold ribbon on camera for the spine. We did this pocket, and we did this back pocket. We did this little scrappy book, just different kinds of papers to be used for whatever. And so that I tucked, it fit just right in this back pocket. And then I added, I cut out the ephemera from the kit, and I cut out, whoops, that's upside down, yes, this journal card and a tag, and I just backed them with some cardstock, aged them a little bit on the back, and so I went ahead and I tucked those in this pocket. This envelope, which I cut out from the kit and did not glue, left it for the new owner. I decided to tuck it into this little pocket there, and actually it would fit either way, so I'll put that there. I'm sorry if I repeat myself. I can't remember exactly everything we did on camera, but another journaling card, tuck that in there. We did that on camera. Yes, we did. And so this is all dried, and now it just lifts up and it opens, and it is a journaling spot. There is a pocket behind there. I'm going to do that on camera and show you what I came up with. This open end of the bag is a large pocket, and so I created a really pretty journaling card. I've added some lace. This was part of the ephemera. It was like a scan of a postcard that was part of the ephemera. Well, I fussy cut out the flowers off of that card and attached them to this journal card. The stripes in the back was part of one of the papers in the kit. And then on the back, on this, the tab that was in the kit, I just cut it out, used that. And then I added some, this is just some vintage paper, and this is some old, very old antique book page, the blank part of it that was a scrap. And then I just added a little piece of lace for interest. So I tucked that, whoops, wrong way. I tucked that right into that pocket there. Excuse me. And then I don't remember if we covered this on camera. We might have. I don't remember. I'll just go over it real quick. This was a part of an envelope, and I covered it with, again, one of the papers from the kit, and I left it as a flip. Yes, we did. We talked about this. So I left this end of the envelope open, and then whoever gets the camera, I'm sorry, I've got a hair, tickling me. They can glue that if they want. I did put one of those little flat Velcro circles, and then I created this tag from one of the journaling cards in the kit. I added some book page to the back, and then some of this stained pink paper for a writing place. Added this little satin ribbon, and just tuck that right in there. And then, let's see, I don't remember, I think we did this on camera. I just glued down the stamp that I fussy cut, and I cut out this tag and backed it with some lightweight cardstock and tucked that in there. And then this was a tag that I had messed up when I was cutting it, so I just cut it into this shape, and again added a little bit of cardstock to the back. Whoops, and then just tuck that there. We've got another large pocket here, and this is the one I did on camera. So that's just a journaling card that I tucked in there. I did take some of my sari silk, and I ruffled it and added it to this page over here, just a journaling card. All of the cards and tags are from the kit. And then this tag, again, just some cardstock. I just like my tags a little, not too flimsy. And then I just took some of this gold ribbon that was left over from the pocket on the front page and added it to this tab. Oh, and this, what I did here, there was an envelope in the kit, and I have torn it all up to use for something. And this was the flap of that envelope. So I cut it off the envelope, added some book page to the back, inked around it, and then attached it to the top of this gusset and made a tuck out of it, and that's where the tag is resting. I can't remember what envelope that was. And then in this large pocket, I have another journaling card. I love the way this one turned out. This is one of the pieces of ephemera in the kit, and I just added some book page to it, and it was the blank side of the book page. Here, this is a journaling card that I made into a pocket. I had a little scrap of embossed book page, so I just added it there. And then I stuck the fan in there. I added a tab, and I just did some stenciling on the back. And I love the way that turned out. I think it's just so pretty. I think I might have shown you all the scraps I was pulling out. I don't remember if that was in the... I think I had the camera on when I was pulling it out. But anyway, this was one of those scraps that I pulled out of my folder. I have a folder of... I have two folders, one with plain scraps and then one with scraps that have like text and numbers and anything written on them, any kind of book page. This, I added a vellum pocket, just a very simple vellum pocket. It can still be decorated by someone. And then this was in one of the collage sheets. I cut her out, added her to some cardstock, and then just tucked her in that pocket right there. This large pocket, oops, no, we turn a page. I think we did this. Took the journaling cardstock, tucked it in there. I was going to put a pocket on here, but I thought I would leave that for whoever gets this journal. Maybe they don't want one there, but they can certainly add one if they like. And now, in this pocket, this is one of the envelopes in the kit. Again, I've left it unglued, and I just tucked it. I like it that way. I just tucked it in this large pocket, and I may put something else in this pocket. I'm not sure yet. I left these alone. This image here was this image was on the page with a blue floral coin envelope, and I just used her. I left her alone. I didn't add any cardstock or anything to the back, just a sweet image, and I tucked her in there. And then on this flip, we did the flip on camera, and then to go inside the little envelope, I took an image. This is one of Ruby and Pearl XO's images from her, I think it's called Book Club, Ladies Reading, one of those, something like that. One of those images, and just glued two pieces of torn tea-stained paper together just to give it a little heft, and added this image on top and tucked that into the envelope. I used my smaller circle punch and did do a small divot there just to make it easier to grab the card. I think that was it for that page. And then on the last page, all I did was I cut out this tag, added some cardstock, and tucked her right in there. Here is, I took another piece of sari silk, and I ran it through my machine, ruffled it up, and just glued it to the edge of the paper. So that's where I stand right now. right here, I want to add a pocket. I want to put something behind the pocket because it is a pocket back here. So I was playing with, I've pulled some items out, and I thought, what am I going to put in there? And I had this scrap here was all one long piece. So I cut this part of the scrap off. And then I thought, well, I'll use the rest of the scrap and I'll put it on the back, and then that's a nice writing place. And then I'll just trim it. Well, after I did that, I decided I didn't want to trim it. What I want to do is I want to fold this up and make a little pocket there. So what I'm going to do is take my smaller round circle punch, sorry, and again, just put a little divot somewhere that looks generally in the middle. And I'm going to ink this. I don't think I mentioned it, but somewhere along the line, I did go back and I inked all the edges of my paper bags. You know, inking is strictly optional. I like it, so I do it. Yes, it can be a pain sometimes inking all the edges, but I like the look it gives me. And it helps frame the paper better, usually on the background or the image, whatever you're using. So I'm making this one very simple. I'm just going to, let's get out some paper. I want to run a bead of glue on each side. And if you hear a noise in the background, that's our house heater. It's an old house, and the heat source is very noisy. You know, we don't hear it anymore because we've been in this house so long. It's like white noise. But I did notice that in the winter, my camera does pick up that noise in the background. This is one of the ephemera pieces in the kit. I just cut it out. I left it alone. It's nice and slim, no bulk there. I tucked that into the pocket, and then I'm just going to tuck that into the back. But before I do that, I do want to, no, I'm not going to, I'm going to do, I'm just going to clip these. Should have done it before I inked, but I forgot. It just helps them slide in a little easier. I either round them or I clip the corners. I learned that from Rachel over at Roxy's Creations. She does that to her stuff. All right, so that page then is done. And then I had to see if I had anything under my mat. I put things under there a lot of times to dry and flatten. Okay, so I want to go back to this. No, oh, I know. All right. I had to think about what am I doing. I took part of one of the collage sheets. This was the bottom of the collage sheet. And I cut it off. And on the back, I added one of the papers in the kit. And I thought, I'm just going to fold this like a little trifold. And I'm just going to tuck it somewhere. And I just have to decide, do I want her on top, which I think I do. Yep, no doubt about it. So I'm going to, let's see, how thin do I want it? I would like it to be a little wider. Okay. Yes. I just like this look with her and the flowers and then this partial embroidery pattern that's down here. I just like the look of the whole thing. And I do probably need to trim just a little bit of it. Get my bone folder. I need to trim just a little there at the bottom. Okay, and then I'm going to and then when you open it, there is just a writing space. Do I want to round? I think I do. I'm going to, no, I'm going to clip them. So I'm just going to clip a little bit on these edges. And a little bit on these edges. Again, I should have done that before I inked, but I don't always know where I'm going. Alright, so I like that. And where do I want to put it? This pocket here, since this envelope is small, I think I'm going to tuck that in there. I might move it before this is all over with. Alright. So there's one more thing I want to do before I start thinking about little details. I do want to come back with a few labels and some stamping, and again maybe just some pieces of lace or ribbon somewhere. So I've been thinking, and I still don't know how this is going to turn out. I've been thinking about this piece right here, and I said I wasn't going to do anything but age here, but I keep looking at it and it bothers me. It just feels so plain to me. So I thought what I might do is a little stenciling. And I just am using this book page to get a rough idea Believe me, it's not going to be a circle, probably more an oval. But I'm just kind of looking at where the edge is here and maybe trying to feel it with my pencil. And then I'm going to cut that out. And I'm just going to use that as a mask. Whoops. I'm just going to rough cut it. I got out some ink. It's called Cornflower Blue. Yeah, see, it doesn't fit perfectly, but I can just move it around as I stencil. So Cornflower Blue, this is the ink. I like the color. Put the lid on my glue. Give me some room here. And stencil. I pulled a stencil out. This is one of my favorite, most used stencils. So I'm just going to kind of lay this, move this around as I don't know how dry this ink pad is. As I move the stencil around, and I better put something under it. I try to keep my mat clean, but I'm not always successful. It does have some stains on it and some cuts. They say self-healing, but it's not totally self-healing. Alright, so I'm not going for like covering the whole thing as a pattern. I'm just placing some of these flowers where I think I might like them. Oh, I hate over here so my arm can keep the pad from sliding. I'm just moving this circle down a little bit. I just don't want to get the ink on the plastic and then have to clean that off. And I do some lighter, some darker. Just kind of a hit and miss. And just move that over. Yeah, that's a little better. And then on the back, I think I might cover this with a piece of paper. Okay, this is the card I cut. It's going to go inside, so I'm just going to, again, just kind of, I will cover this side that gets stenciled. Again, I'm just going to do some stenciling. Aha, didn't even get any on that. I did good. All right. Now, move that out of my way. Stencil out of my way. Clean that later. All right. So I want to put this inside. And I pulled out some papers, and I'm not quite sure how I'm going to end up doing this. But some room here. I pulled out the envelope in the kit, and I'm going to cut this apart and put on the card. I'm going to put this paper down first. Now, I might end up covering all of this because I'm not sure how this is going to work out, but I'm thinking I want to kind of rip this and just have it be a partial part of the map on the front. So we'll see what happens. Now, do I want the lace part showing? But I might cover that up. I also like this lower part with the lettering, but I might cover that up. So I think I'm just going to do the top. Whoops, I don't need my, what do I need? Glue. I'm grabbing everything but glue. So let's just get some glue on this card. Okay. Double check myself. All right, so I know that I want I want to take this part off. I want to keep these words or part of them because I think I can use them. And then I'm just going to cut the wings off, sides, top, and bottom, so I can better visualize. Alright. Now what I'm thinking is, heck, I might end up just putting the whole map on there and say the heck with it, but I was thinking about, now if I don't like that lace showing, see, I can always turn it that way. I was thinking about having part of this show. Let's see if I turn it that way. I've got a little room to play because that's larger, so let me just this is how I work, guys. I just have to oh, you know what I might do? I'm just trying to, I have to know what's going to show in here. I'm going to do this, and if I don't like it, well, I can do something else. But I have an idea. The lace, I don't like it. I'm going to glue part of this, just so it will stay in place. Then I'm going to trim it. Okay. My next thought is, well, let's see how this looks first. My next thought is to lay a little bit of lace under there. Alright, this came off of something, just so you see, it's gathered and attached to something. I'm going to, this bulks it up. So, got some fabric scissors here. I want to take this part off and see what I'm left with. Can I rip it? Yes. It's old, so it ripped easily. Okay, that. Does that look weird? I like it. I think I like it. But do I want this? If I leave it attached, it will stay curved like that, which is what I like. If I cut this part off, then the gathering, of course, will go away and it'll be straight. But it will be thinner, but I don't think this is too bulky. It fit in there, so I think I'm going to leave it. So I have to put some glue. I just want to put a little bit so I don't want to lose my, and then I lost it. I don't want to lose my place, my placing of the fabric. Lace. Lace is fabric, right? And then I'll glue the paper. Yes, I do think I like that. What do you think? Is it okay? Not everybody's cup of tea, I'm sure. Apparently it's mine. I'm going to just round these edges a little bit. All right, let's see how that looks in here. Put it in the right side up. Okay, I was just making sure I put this on right side up. And then when you take that out, and if whoever gets this journal, if they really hate this, they don't like it, you know, take it out, throw it away, put something else in there. I think I want to glue a couple more spots here. Yeah, I think I want to come in and I'm going to use some fabric tack. Because I think I'm going to lay this over this piece here. I'm going to take this and kind of lay it over so that when you're slipping it in and out, that's not going to hopefully be an issue. And I will trim off this little bit. And I think I will trim this little bit right here. Since it's going in and out of an envelope, and I will put a little fabric tack right there. I really don't want to glue the whole thing down. If I have to, I have to. Okay, let's see how that goes. Oh, that slipped in pretty good. Trying to hold it so you can see it without the glare. So you see a little bit of the blue check behind it in the envelope. Check my edges. Sorry. Bring it close to see. Just putting a little glue on a couple of loose edges. All right, let's see where we're at. Yeah, I think I'll put that on there. Yeah, okay. Just when you think you glued it all the way to the edge, a little piece pops up and says, uh. Yes, I like that. Oh, all right, I still have to address this. I think I'm going to put a little bit of this pink rose on the back. It's hard to get close to an edge and stay just on one side of it sometimes with just a glue stick. Okay. I like it. I like it. All right, I'm going to change this around. So I'm going to put envelope in this large pocket. Ooh, should tuck in there. She would also tuck in here. Oh, I like that. Let's put her there. And then let's see. Could do this. Yeah. Okay. And then we'll do that too. Tuck that there. All right, guys, I think the journal itself, except for some, I'm gonna clean up my mess, and then I'll pull out some labels and some stamps, and then go through and just add some little details. So let me do that, and I shall return.